Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
we're Jeff
And Mo.
on the go.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I am a retired anesthesiologist for the past 5 years, and I have enjoyed traveling, and so we've been traveling for the last 2 years.
And I'm Jeff, and I was a computer software engineer for a college in Pensacola, and we always had a love for travel, and I've been traveling full time for about 2 years.
Where do you live?
We, for the last 2 years, we've given up everything, and so we don't have a home base. We mostly travel, and when we're not traveling, we hang out with our daughter and son-in-law and our grandbaby.
What inspired your love for travel?
We've always had the love for travel. We met about 45 years ago and discovered that we both have that passion for travel. And we made it a point to travel out of the country at least once a year, even after we've had kids.
What was your first trip together?
We took a lot of trips within the country starting back in '81. Our first international trip was to London in 1983. So during our London trip, we drove up to Leeds, which is about 200 miles north. Monica had an uncle there, and we also went up to York to visit some old castles from the 13th century.
And we spent a lot of time in London. We spent some time in London with one of my aunts also.
How do you describe your travel style?
Well, we are very spontaneous travelers. We don't plan very far ahead. We plan the trip to a country, and then from there we just go spontaneously, making decisions as we go along.
So maybe 2 days before, we'll decide where we're going to go next.
What activities do you like to do while traveling?
Well, we love to check out the architecture of some of these countries, which is amazing. But we also like to blend in with the locals, and we shop at the local supermarkets. And if there's something happening, a lot of times we'll just find things as we go along, and we'll hang out. If there's a little gathering, we'll hang out at the gathering. We love nightlife. A lot of times by the time it gets dark, we're so tired from just being out all day that sometimes we'll just go home and crash. We love riding trains, and we ride buses, and we've done bus tours like in places like Iceland and India and Croatia. We've done some bus tours, but we like to go out on our own and just take the metro and some local boats when they have boats in the river.
And we love learning about the history of these places. They have amazing history. They've been around so long, so their history is very interesting to learn.
Why did you decide to go vegan?
Well, as we were having a grandkid, we didn't know if it was a boy or girl, we decided we wanted to live long enough to watch him get married, go to college, start his life. So we decided we wanted to change the way we consume food, and veganism seemed to be the best way to increase our lifespan. And we have found some amazing vegan restaurants throughout Europe and also throughout the United States.
And I've had some great health benefits from it also. So.
Which we'll go into in a later video.
What is the biggest challenge traveling as vegans?
The biggest challenge is we'll walk sometimes a mile to get to a vegan restaurant that's on Google Maps or Apple Maps. And when you get there, it's no longer there. It's something else. It's a different place, or closed down, or they may have limited hours. Sometimes they have just a couple of hours a day they're open. And that's kind of fun sometimes. We arrive and then it says it's here and it's not there at all.
Yeah. And also some countries are very vegan friendly, so it's not very difficult to find food. But there are other countries that are not very vegan friendly, so we have to be very creative.
Like for example, in Venice, the tourist spots, there's not a lot of vegan restaurants at all. But we laugh because sometimes we're going down dark alleys between buildings and we're like, where are we going? Because the vegan restaurants are never on the main area. They're usually on some back street, back road somewhere. But there have been some amazing places we visited.
One of the other things about being vegan and traveling is that in some of these countries where they don't speak English, we don't speak any other language either. So the communication about being vegan to the people who are serving us is very difficult. So sometimes we'll ask for vegan food and they don't understand what it is. So we have to be very careful about how we communicate what it is that we need.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to travel abroad?
My number one advice would be to stay fit and healthy, because a lot of these places don't cater to people who have mobility issues, and they're very hard to navigate. Like, there are a lot of hills, there are a lot of stairs, and if you are not in good shape, you're not going to enjoy yourself.
And we found people are very friendly, even if we don't speak the language. So we use Google Translate to help us navigate the world. And we find that people are more than willing to help you. In every place we've been, we just find that people are so friendly. A lot of people do speak English, but there are places that they speak no English. Like in Romania, we didn't find a lot of English speakers. So you do need to be able to understand that not everyone is going to understand what you're looking for.
And don't be afraid. Just go out there and do it, and you'll find that you'll enjoy it.
Where are you going next?
Our next adventure is a month on the grandeur of the sea, just going around the Caribbean. It'll be very relaxing. And then from there, we're heading to LA and hopping on the Ovation of the Seas to Japan. And we'll spend the next 6 months after that or so in Asia, going around from country to country.
Any closing remarks?
We decided to do this YouTube channel because we get a lot of questions as we travel. We don't find a lot of people our age or who look like us that do a lot of traveling. So we want to encourage people just to go out there and enjoy the world. It's a big world. There's so many amazing places to see and to enjoy. Last year, for example, we took a cruise from Fort Lauderdale to UK, stayed there for 4 months, visited 22 countries in 4 months. It was pretty hectic, but we enjoyed every minute of it. We took the train and we also flew to a couple of countries. So as you do it more often, it's easy to navigate the local metro, the buses, the trams, and we find that getting around is part of the fun.
And it's a great adventure, and we love it.